Hi, my name is Koshin and I'm going to be answering the following question. In what ways does your media product use, develop or challenge forms and conventions of real media products? Now this question was a really exciting one for me to do because I believe it gave me enough depth and enough broad to explain exactly what I've done individually and how we managed to split up our teamwork between me, Thea and Zane to create the music video, the digipack, the advert, evaluation and the research and planning for our A2 coursework. Now I really do think that our music video in particular really does challenge forms and conventions of real media products. And an example of this can be a simple convention such as using filters, using really dark and bleak color schemes, having black and white shots, using grey colours, and I really believe that these colours kind of form the basis of what kind of interpretation or perception that people can have of a music video. The colour scheme really kind of gives away that it's not going to be a happy video, it's not going to be a video, about something that's going to be truly exciting. It can be quite deep, it can be emotional, it can be dark. We believe we didn't give exactly away what we intended to bring out with our music video, but it gave the viewer kind of enough information to go into the video thinking, I'm interested to find out what will happen. And we thought about this very carefully together as a group before we actually started producing our video. So, using very unique shot types as well, for example using panning shots, using shots to kind of like zoom in, moving the camera from left to right. For example, in one of our scenes where the mother was cleaning her daughter's face, we had a camera movement zooming in onto her bottom lip right here, from close up to becoming extreme close up, to kind of show how iconic the bruises and the scars are towards the daughter and the kind of brutality the father figure can bring in the music video, to show that distorted family issues can be really depressing. And I think the color scheme really matches in with the kind of cinematography and the camera work that we use in this case. We wanted to really create a dark theme and an emotive atmosphere. We wanted to kind of be an emotional video. We wanted the viewer to feel sad and empathetic towards the young girl who was being abused, and I think the color scheme and the camera work really slide well together, and we really created, in a sense, the kind of quality that a real media product uses. And we kind of wanted to implement that kind of style from Christina Aguilera's music videos into our own, and I think we really did this well with the camera work and with the filters and the color schemes that we used. Now, another form of, as a camera work that really may seem like a professional product was when we used fadeaway shots and the kind of relationship that we created with the lyrics of the actual song and the camera work. So, for example, in one of the scenes, it said, "Strength is my mother for all the love she gave," and you see a wide shot of the daughter's face, and the mother just cleaning up all the scars, trying to clean up all the bruises, showing exactly that females in this music video are being abused and that together they can stay strong, and that alpha male in this context kind of physically dominates in a family relationship. And I believe this kind of brought out a really dark style similar to that of Christina Aguilera's music videos. And we wanted to use a connection, we wanted to have a connection between each and every single shot type that we used and the lyrics of the actual song. So we created a storyboard to plan out exactly at what time who will be free out of the three of us, from me, Zane and Thea, what kind of shot types we can capture, and exactly how they link in with the lyrics, to slide it all in together and make sure that the imagery that's actually being shown has value towards the lyrics, and I think we did that extremely well. I think that really challenges the forms of real media products, and I really believe that we did it as well. We want to draw the sympathetic reaction out of the audience, and I believe we used cinematography very, very well here, especially in shot when the mother was walking in the rain. It was really sad, it was really upsetting, and I think we kind of captured what Christina Aguilera's song is really all about. We think we captured the style of her music videos as well, and the kind of message that's being brought out about how a mother stays strong to her family and her children, despite the fact the father can be a bad role model, he can be a negative influence on the family, and that despite the fact that their family relationship is in ruins, that women are strong and that they should stay strong. That kind of message was brought out through the kind of camera work that we used. Like I said before, the scene of the mother walking in the rain, the ending scene as well, where she was just sitting down and she was putting on her makeup. The daughter in this case was putting on the makeup. You kind of can see that cohesive development from where she was at to where she was at the end, becoming her own strong and independent woman. At the lip syncing at the end where she says, "I'm okay," and the whole song kind of rewinding back towards the beginning, showing that development of how a woman stays strong throughout all the abuse. And I think that's exactly what Christina Aguilera kind of is, and it's the basis of what her songs are built on, and I think we've created a raw media product by using that kind of similar style. I think another feature which kind of helped us to create this music video was using flashback shot types. I'm referring to the scene where the daughter was sleeping in her bed, and we had jump cuts cutting towards the flashback scenes of her remembering how her father abused her, and cutting back to the scene where she was sleeping around in her bed. And it really shows that negative physical and verbal abuse can affect and change a child's behavior, and that can really traumatize them. And I think it was really sad and brutal, and it made it seem so realistic and so upsetting. We thought that using those kind of flashbacks at the right time, especially in this scene, would really make the viewer feel extremely sympathetic and think to themselves, wow, this really actually is a real music video, rather than something that has been rushed. And we carefully thought about where to put those flashbacks in. So me, Thea and Zane thought we really did that well. This also relates back towards the opening scene, where we had the audio of Christina Aguilera, "I'm Okay," the actual song, and another audio of a video that we incorporated into Final Cut Pro of a man saying, "Don't you ever touch her again." Just a family discussion, an argument going on, kind of already giving away that there's something going on between the family that isn't exactly right. Violence is already heard. You could hear something being broken, and the image of the portrait at the beginning of the father, mother and daughter all together kind of already implies to the viewer that something is going on within the family, and it's kind of like a door of interest for them to go into. I think we really opened our music video well in that context, rather than having just a plain and boring opening of having an establishing shot or like an extreme close-up of someone's eye or face, or a wide shot of a room coming into the scene. We wanted to really create a sophisticated and original opening, and I think this is where we picked up some of the extra marks after the post-production and editing after the second draft, because we thought that this was really useful and that would fit the criteria more suitably. My group and I also thought that this would explain and create a clearer representation of what the daughter's personality could be like, how the mother's personality can also be like, and it shows the difference between the strength of the male and female shown in this video. That strength can be portrayed in different ways. It doesn't necessarily have to mean that the father figure will always be dominant, or the daughter and the mother are always the one who are victimized. In this case, it kind of actually shows how strong women are, and throughout that video we kind of wanted to show that. We really thought that this was important towards the viewer to understand, because we wanted to show a journey of a young woman who still stands after being abused and victimized by her father. So using the kind of cinematography, the audio, the beginning of the video, we also really focus on the representation such as mise-en-scène, the lighting. We kind of focused on the clothing of the daughter who was in her uniform, showing that she'll come back home from school, showing that, you know, it is just a family who are living a normal life, but at home it's a completely different story. You know, the mother was wearing she was wearing a black skirt, black leggings and a black top. Those colors are really kind of connecting with the color schemes that we used in the music video itself, and we wanted to kind of create that clear link between the dark style that we wanted to capture inside the music video. Aside all of this, within our music video, we wanted to create a direct link between our digipack and our advert, and I think I'm